Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series where I probably die. I'm Colonel RPG and I'm very happy to have you here with me. There is a thing over there. Your inadvisably big dog whines, pitiably, afflicted by the dread that permeates our engine. Yes, it poor little dog. My health is not too bad right now. It is sort of bad, but... Whoa, okay, that's interesting. That is why that it doesn't have reach. Okay, that's good. Now, we're gonna die most likely... Oh, no, actually, I shouldn't be doing what I'm doing right now. If you want to flee, you want to flee. That's your prerogative. We have other things to worry about. Namely, how much food I have. And by how much food I have is none. I have none. I have 0. We're now gonna starve. What is this? Nothing. That guy just came here to ruin my day. And the end of last episode as well. Well, maybe it made it more interesting. That could be salvation. It could be salvation. A fragmentary ruin drifts here, but it isn't. Ignobly forgotten. Stupidly forgotten. It's a shame on those who have forgotten it. Oh yeah, there's the awful thing over there. It's doing color change. Let's flee. What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? People are starving now. Okay, that's interesting. Is the terror going up? The wind whistles. It carries the crisp non-scent of ice. Yes, I want the scent of food. Or other things. I suppose many things. I can't believe how much we're actually going. Our crew isn't even eating itself. Something's going on. Some of the crew look comparatively nourished. Others are more gaunt than ever. Then sport livid unhealing bruises. If pressed, they claim the bruises are the result of an accident. Accidents happen on board, of course, but so does extortion. I'm gonna lose crew. I'm gonna turn a blind eye. Fewer mouths to feed, fewer but stronger backs. You may be glad of that soon. Onwards. Yeah, and terror grows up, but, yeah. You allow the situation to persist. Soon, some of the victimized crew are too weak to work. So be it. Yeah, but we didn't gain supplies? I was sort of hoping that would happen. Oh no. Yeah, we're all gonna die. A junior signaler receives a dose of medicinal port in the infirmary after seeing a frozen corpse spin past the window. The experience has shaken him. The dead are hungry, he says. We need to make an offering or it'll come back knocking at the hull. So this is because of terror, I would assume. Lower terror by 50, but increases my nightmares. Double back the corpse and loot it. We gain fuel. I don't need fuel. I need loots. Oh, dang it. Unlocked when you have reprimand him. That's probably going to give me terror. You know what? I'm going to get nightmares. I'm going to recover the body and transform it for burial. It'll be poor company, but it is what you'd want to happen if you were found dead in the sky. It is a good deed, perhaps, to carry a lost soul home, but it is not a happy one. The crew are grimly heartened, but your dreams are troubled. The corpse wore a captain's jacket. Their face is a mask of frozen horror. Okay, that could be food over there. It's never food. It's always fuel. Come on, don't get the random encounter. Oh, it's tea. We can't drink tea. Well, I mean, we can. It's just... I'm not gonna bother with you. Oh no, it's a Cantankeri being pursued by... Food? Food? Drill for scraps of digestible meat. There is eating on a Cantankeri if you have more patience than taste. This will not nourish you, but it will delay starvation. You may only choose this if you are in the process of starving. Thank you! Thank you! Our terror didn't even go up. A handful of giblets. Your burliest stoker approaches it with a hand drill. What follows is loud and messy. Eventually, she presents you with an armful of palpitating organs. Your cook does their best. Good. I'll see you later. What do we have? No, I'll see you all later. Oh, hi. Please don't attack me. The resurrection... Wait. The resurrection men haunt this place. They do not abide witnesses. There is something ahead of us. London raised these buildings years ago. They're abandoned now in cold and grey. Oh no, this is all getting worse. Oh no, that is the planet that broke down there. Okay, I would like to have food. Give me more Cantankeri bits. Without being able to send the bat out. I mean, I haven't tried. Yeah, it doesn't. You do not have enough supplies, yes. Yes, I don't. Did I go up there? I should go up there. I can't believe we're still on. A building weather... Oh, can't do that. I can't believe we're still going strong. The background... I don't even know what it is. That is not a background, though. I'm gonna crash into that if I'm not careful. I hear you. Salvation? Come on, there's lights in there. Come on. Oh, I found it. We found it. We found salvation. Please, don't get nightmares. The Rat Brigade stands to patriotic attention as the mausoleum comes into view. You don't freaking... Starvation is your passenger now. He stalks the corridor as he reaches out a pale finger, and another of you wastes away. You become accustomed to the delivery, or to the discovery of cold, sunken bodies. Yeah, I'm gonna add a proper burial, or as close as one as we can do. Because I'm not gonna eat them. The muslin bodies drift away into the foggy expanse. Their final journey already, they have begun to glisten with frost. I can't believe we got that just at the end. But of course, I'm hoping that we are gonna have fuel. Okay. Not fuel, supplies. Fuel is important too, but... Pane of stained glass. It's the first time we see one of these, or is it not? Burps and hiccups at the same time, I apologize. So we could buy jumbled up. Okay, that's kind of good. The Nave. The soaring sepulchral heart of the most serene mausoleum, constructed over the cooling embers of Albion's murdered son. The mausoleum was built to house London's most glorious dead. And we can buy food here, which is lovely. I love it. Speaking of food, let's see. I can talk to you fellas. Converse with a fortunate navigator? Perhaps not. I can talk to you. Make conversation with a princess. We did that. This guy. Spend time. I need that. Yeah. Somebody needs a caddy of tea. It's you. But I need that as well? 2 of them? Okay, ask him about the state of my soul. I think he's just gonna... He doesn't say... Yeah, he doesn't say anything different. And then... Oh, we can skip. Ask if he has seen enough of the Reach. I've accumulated at least 6 port reports. That's great. We got the last one, I think, last episode. So, ask if he has seen enough of the Reach. As you stopped at each port on your journey, the signaler spoke with other signalers. He has filled a set of dog-eared notebooks and is now collating their contents into a book. He stiffens as you approach, as if you've caught him doing something he shouldn't. People outside the trade don't understand how signaling works. Every port, every corner of the sky, has its own signs and messages. It's a right mess. I've been cataloging them. The semaphores, the lamp languages, the badges and passphrases. Not that anyone will ever read it. He put the pages into his hold-all, surrounded, suddenly embarrassed. Anyway, I've been meaning to ask. Traveling has stirred up old memories. I'd like to visit a friend at London. We'll find her at the Steam and Sapphire Yards. She won't remember me, but I should try. Yes, you should. A bunch of experience has been gained. Speaking of which, there's things. Speaking of which, I need to buy more. I just now realized that I need to use the bat a lot more. Ask how he came to work on the Eisenbart line. Sure, what brought him to an isolated signal box far out in the wilds? Misfortune, I suppose. Tried to join the Navy. Wanted to do my bit, but I go down to the recruitment office, sign all all their papers, answer all their questions. Halfway through the physical, the doctor just stops, packs his things away. I can't admit you, he says. Why not, I ask. I reckon I'll exercise a bit, try again in a few months, see? Yeah, your heartbeat's irregular, says the doctor. The first time a shell goes off within earshot, you'll drop dead. And that's how I learned I had a weak heart. And I had to rethink my plans after that. His mustache is stained with nicotine. His Eisenbart line uniform is neatly pressed. He always expects the worst, confident in the knowledge that he will still be disappointed. Yeah, and we read that one before. So that's an again. We got that one before. Good stuff. Let's go in here. Converse with Incautious Driver. They have things to do. Spend time with the Rat Brigade. They can be a riot. I can do that. Let's see. I don't think anything new is going to happen, though. Nah, they're just doing their merry things. And the Blemmingen. Pat the dog. Who's a good dog? If goodness requires that things are not destroyed in a creature's wake, this dog is probably not a good dog. Oh wait, did we read that before? I don't remember if we did. Nevertheless, the mere asking of the question has caused it to ascend into a riot of joy. Your slippers will never be the same again, but it's a rare sight to see something in the high wilderness so innocently happy. And he's just inadvisably big. So, we have our city, we have our salvation. Let's buy more things. Just buy all the food. I can't carry all the food. That's not a problem. Because I can definitely carry all the food. Gimme. Thank you. That's good enough. The caddy of tea, I can hang on to that. The prices are the same, which is really nice. We can also look at the bazaar, but these are bargains, so I can buy them if I have. I don't know that I'll have. Maybe London. I don't know if we're at London. We're not at London. This is not London. This is just nasty. The soarings. I read that. So Kensington Station is tucked into a side chapel. An elderly footman is lighting candles while waiting to guide visitors into the mausoleum proper. I'm gonna be escorted inside. The footman watches you alight from your engine. He coughs meaningfully. Lighting a fresh taper, which he carries in a silver holder, the footman leads you through a narrow arch and down a winding spiral stair. You can hear weeping close by, but the echoes make it hard to discern the source. Soon after, you hear a sharp burst of laughter and music. Occasionally, you can make out the rumble of what the footman confirms to be the London Necropolis Railroad, far below. At the very bottom is an oak-paneled door. The footman unlocks the door, bows, and departs. Disappears into the gloom, leaving you alone, facing a desk shaped like a baptismal font. And if you don't know, because they can be shaped like anything, so it's not technically correct, but this is supposed to be the 12-sided baptismal font. That's traditional of Christian worship, I suppose. A cheery registrar sits in the middle, waiting to greet you. I'm going to introduce myself. There are protocols that must be followed in the mausoleum. I don't even know why I'm here in the first place, but anyway, she has you fill out a form indicating your profession, age, usage of hours, and to confirm your legal status as alive. The prince's Consort's tomb is the cohorts is just the next one down the corridor. Anyway, the Consort's tomb is exceedingly popular. To prevent congestion, donations are requested. The greater the donation, the longer you will be allowed to gaze upon the sepulchre. If one is fortunate enough to garner the attention of one of the Deathless, one must be respectful and only speak when spoken to. It does not do for the living to linger long among the dead, and she files away your form into an excessively large black cabinet. A candle gutters in front of a vast oil portrait of Her Renewed Majesty. Visitors to the most serene mausoleum are ushered into the nave, a vast soaring vault above the heart of the mausoleum. Here, guests to the mausoleum may visit the tomb of the Prince Consort, arrange for the burial of their own dead in the catacombs, or merely enjoy the solemn environs. Environs? I've seen this word before. I'm not really sure what it's supposed to be. I suppose it has something to do with environmental, but anyway. The environs of the Empress's monument to her departed love. I was gonna read departed as depraved, and I was gonna have all sorts of questions. Anyway, I'm gonna write a report. The most serene mausoleum is, if not the heart of Her Renewed Majesty's domain, then at least its pulmonary valve. The most serene mausoleum endures. The catacombs grow as the necropolis line brings more bodies for burial. Traders bring fresh hours into the mausoleum, endowed from the empress for the deathless interred in their vaults. Plans are in motion to add a new chapel to the nave, while the deathless petition for a new, separate station for the exclusive use of their servants. Death has never been so much in motion. Hand your port reports in the genial auditor to the stalwart bookkeeper at London to earn rewards. Are these different book reports then? Or are they just the normal book reports? I wonder. So, I don't even know if they show up over here. Maybe possessions? Oh! Port report. Did I say book reports? Port reports, obviously. There's a lot of them. Nice. Kind of cool. Okay, that's really cool. That explains why it's difficult to get them. Okay, so I can approach the Deathless, I can visit the memorial, I can inter a member of my crew. You unlock this with crew 13, you need 15 at most. Which is nice, I suppose it gets my terror back up. Contemplate the dead sun. The corpse of Albion's old son is visible from the great rose-colored window. Smoke still rises from the sun's smoldering core. The wound that slew it is clearly visible, a great rent torn in one side. Star stuff, long since cooled to the color of coal, spills into the sky. When Her Majesty entered Albion, she slew the sun with an experimental weapon, an unclear bomb. Then she claimed the sun's throne and dominion. Leaving the remains here is a clear message. Not even the suns are above the Empire's reach. I wonder how they would do that. How they would draw that. Because it's all left to our imagination how the corpse of a sun looks like. And if a sun doesn't completely evaporate, there are two things that they can turn into. And both of them are very dark. One is a black hole. It can do that. Although it needs to go through a few stages before it does that. The other one is a proton star. And by that, well, I mean, because the suns can become red dwarfs, I think, but those are still stars. I'm not really sure, because there's... I'm not an astrophysicist, so you're going to need to look into, I don't know, Google, I suppose. Or DuckDuckGo, which is better. Anyway, visit memorial, approach the Deathless, enter... How much does it cost? 100? Nah. I am going to visit the memorial to the Prince Consort, the most dearly beloved corpse in all Albion. The most sincere mausoleum... serene mausoleum was built to commemorate Her renewed Majesty's dead love. His tomb is the heart of the mausoleum. The vaults, chapels, mourners, and courtiers are all arteries and capillaries to his memory. To visit the tomb, one must speak to the cheery registrar. Really? Well, I have a lot of uncanny specimens. I needed 13, I have 14. I needed 3. I have 14. Can return to the nave. I can join the reverent crowds at the Prince Consort's tomb, which will reduce my terror for 3. A little terror. A few sovereigns will buy you a few minutes at the sepulchre. That's 1 terror. 1 terror has fallen. Okay. The cheery the cheery registrar marks your name in the account book before summoning a footman to guide you to the tomb. The tomb is sunk into a round chapel behind the choir. An effigy of the Prince Consort rests on top. His long hands are folded in prayer. 4 sculpted seraphim support him, as though about to lift him up in flight. And seraphim are like cherubs, I think, but they have lower body. And the cherub doesn't. I think that's the distinction. It's a minute distinction, but that's what it means. Crowds of visitors in mourning jostle for a better position. A lady in an inconceivable hat shoves her way to the front. You are afforded a brief glimpse of the prince's haunted marble face before you are ushered away. And for 3 things I lost, so that's kind of fine. That's kind of fine. I'm not really going to bother with that. I just wanted to read, or, you could keep going in there. I just wanted to read what it was. I'm going to deliver uncanny specimens to get access to the upper gallery, which will reduce a moderate amount of terror. Well, actually, don't need that then. Let's return to the Nave. That's good, though. If I need to remove terror, well, it also shows that I didn't need to get the nightmares. But hindsight is 20/20. Sometimes. Let's see. Approach a Deathless, inter a member, and visit the memorial. So I did everything? No, I didn't approach the Deathless. Her renewed majesty's most highly favored courtiers prefer the upper climbs of the Nave, away from excitable members of the public. The most serene mausoleum houses more than just the Prince Consort. Under its soaring spires, the Empress keeps her most favored courtiers. These lucky few are provided with every luxury they might wish, and a generous stipend of hours. The only condition of this bounty is that they are dead. A legality only. They cannot possess property nor hold political office as a result. They are the Deathless. Occasionally, they deign to appear to visitors, and I can speak with the engraved mourner. There's a bunch of things in here, all of them with a lot of teeth, which I'm not a big fan of. Those teeth. They look like horror stories. What are they called? There's a thing that I get that has those teeth. Is it Possessions? It should all be in the same place. These ones over here, Tale of Terror. And probably that means that it will give me. Maybe, I don't know. The mourner is supposed to be a clay man, though in appearance he resembles a Greek statue of Hermes more than the lumpy, stolid workers of old London. The mourner is a vision in white. A clay man, his skin, his alabaster. His curls are spectral, his thin, winding sheet pallid. Candlelight dances on the polished marble. Unlike the other courtiers, the footmen pay him no heed. Today, he is testing the integrity of the Nave's vault. He notices your gaze and requests you hold a ladder, made of reinforced steel, for him, as he needs to reach the top of the pillars beside you. "If I fell, I'd shatter," he says, before mounting the ladder. It sways with the weight of him, but your grip is steady. He rewards you with a dazzling smile on his descent sometime later. And of course, I gain terror. Come on, that's not okay. I would lose terror. Anyway, a candle gutters and yeah, it's the things. But it. Wait. You have encountered one of the Empress's Deathless courtiers. You have gained favor. Then that's what that is. Ah. Okay. Well, let's see. Make a donation? No. Maybe I could actually. This will allow you to speak to the currently available member of the Deathless immediately. Maybe I don't need that. Do I need that? Interesting. Speak with the dismal Chamberlain. Chamberlain presides over the affairs of the mausoleum. He has seniority of the sepulchre and rarely meets with visitors. I'm not sure I pronounced that correctly, seniority there. I can entertain a request from the macabre counselor. Let's go with the dismal Chamberlain, because these are at least less scary. Oh, I've lost favor. Well, but that probably is the way of things. Your attempts to meet with the Chamberlain are met with relentless obfuscation. His secretary reschedules the meeting 8 times, eventually arranging it for 6 days ago. You even try waiting all day outside the Chamberlain's office, but he does not appear. His duties include regulation of time in the mausoleum, where the Deathless wallow in generous pensions of hours. However, the clocks are not keeping the same time, as something happened. Finally, you manage to corner the engraved mourner and press him for answers. "The Chamberlain is no longer in residence," he replies curtly. "We don't dwell on the matter. We suggest you follow suit." And I have lost favor. But I did get something here. The dismal Chamberlain is missing. Perhaps this merits further investigation. Well, it would, wouldn't it? Let's try and go with this one. I'm going to make a donation to the upkeep of the mausoleum. The Deathless do not lack for time. They do, however, lack for diversion. Fresh reading material is valued high here. A glimpse of a world left far behind. The cheery register smiles again as you make your intent clear. There are forms to be filled, endless, and interminable questions as to how you wished your donation to be remembered. Plaque or bench. Basically, that's the option. But eventually, the transaction is made, and wouldn't you know, but a member of the Deathless has just become available should you wish some of their time. Then I lost the ministry-approved literatures, which seems to be quite important, so I need to buy that whenever I can. I can speak with the engraved mourner. Wait a minute, did I not... Did I fail or something? Oh, it was the Dismas Chamberlain. Oh, no, but this is the same one. Oh, dang it. Yeah, perhaps not. Maybe I didn't need that then. I suppose I can come back and talk to them later. Approach the Deathless. Yeah, I should be able to come back and talk to them. But that's that. The Nave of the Mausoleum. Our salvation. Holy balls. I honestly was not expecting to be able to survive. Things are not looking well. Good. I mean, they're not looking good. But we're out of time for the day, so we're going to continue exploring this world next episode. For right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Sunless Skies. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment, like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later. But above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.